Hello, my beautiful audience. I'm Emily, and welcome back to the Hey English podcast. This is day 8 of our 30-day English learning challenge. In today, we're diving into something that seems very simple, but actually carries a lot of power when it comes to learning English and building confidence. I'm talking about small talk. Yes, those short, little conversations about the weather, or about hobbies, or about what you like to do in your free time. Now, you might be thinking, why should I care about small talk? I want to have deep conversations, not just say, it's sunny today. But here's the secret. Small talk is often the first step to big conversations. It's like a door opener. Without it, many chances for connection never begin. Think about it. Have you ever been on a bus or in an elevator or maybe standing in line at a shop and you wanted to say something, but you stayed quiet because you weren't sure what to say? That little silence might feel uncomfortable. But if you had the right small talk phrases ready, you could start with something easy, like, it's a hot day today, isn't it? And suddenly, the person smiles, and a real conversation begins. So today, I want to ask you, what if small talk could be the bridge between you and new friends, new opportunities, even new confidence in English? That's what we're going to explore in this episode: how to use small talk about weather and hobbies to sound natural, confident, and friendly in English. Today's challenge is all about making small talk with confidence, especially about two very common topics: the weather and hobbies. Now, why these two? Because almost anywhere in the world, these are safe and universal topics. You don't need to know someone very well to say, it's raining a lot today, right? Or, do you play any sports in your free time? Small talk might feel like a little thing, but here's why it matters for your English journey. 1, it reduces pressure. When you talk about simple topics like weather or hobbies, you don't need long, complicated sentences. This makes conversation less stressful. 2, it builds social bridges. Imagine you meet a new classmate, a colleague, or a stranger at a bus stop. You probably won't start with politics or deep personal stories. Instead, you'll talk about the weather or something casual you both enjoy. 3, it trains fluency. Every time you practice small talk, you train yourself to think quickly in English. Short questions, short answers, but fast thinking. So, today's goal is simple. By the end of this episode, I want you to feel comfortable starting small talk conversations in English. You'll learn useful phrases, hear real examples, and practice role-play situations with me. Think of this challenge like learning the hello and how are you of daily life. Once you master it, you'll never feel awkward in those first few seconds of meeting someone. Shall I move on with part 3, real struggle story, where I'll share the common problems learners face with small talk? Perfect. Let's go ahead with part 3, real struggle story. Let me tell you a story that might sound familiar. A few years ago, one of my students, Arif, moved to an English-speaking country for work. He was great at grammar. He could write professional emails, and he even understood movies without subtitles. But when it came to everyday conversations, he felt stuck. One day, He was waiting at the bus stop. A friendly man next to him smiled and said, "Cold morning, isn't it?" Arif panicked. His mind went completely blank. He thought, what should I say? Should I explain the temperature? Should I just smile? So he froze. He gave a nervous laugh and said nothing. The man looked a little confused and didn't continue the conversation. Arif told me later that he felt embarrassed, not because he didn't understand, but because he didn't know how to reply naturally. This is such a common problem. Many English learners are comfortable with structured, serious conversations, like talking in class or giving a presentation. But small talk feels scary. Why? Because it's fast. Because it feels casual and unpredictable. And because learners are afraid of sounding boring, awkward, or making mistakes. But here's the truth. Nobody expects perfect sentences in small talk. What matters is the connection. A simple reply like, "Yes, very cold. I forgot my jacket," would have been perfect for Arif in that moment. So, if you've ever felt nervous about small talk, remember, you're not alone. Even confident learners struggle with it. And that's why today we're focusing on breaking that barrier. You'll see how easy it can be to start and continue conversations with just a few phrases. So, why do so many English learners feel nervous or even avoid small talk? Let's break it down into two sides: emotional barriers and logical barriers. Emotional barriers. 1. Fear of sounding silly. Many learners think, if I say something wrong, they will laugh at me. But in reality, most people don't care about perfect grammar. They just care that you are friendly. 2. Feeling boring. Some learners worry. Talking about the weather is so simple. Won't people find me boring? Actually, small talk isn't about the topic. It's about starting a connection. Even a comment about rain can turn into a story about travel or favorite hobbies. 3. Lack of confidence. It feels easier to stay quiet, but silence often closes the door to connection. 4. Logical barriers. 1. Limited vocabulary. If you don't know words for windy or cloudy or hiking, you may feel blocked. 2. Not knowing what to say next. Learners often start with, "It's hot today," but don't know how to continue the conversation. 3. Cultural differences. In some cultures, strangers don't talk much, so learners may not be used to casual conversations with people they don't know. When these barriers combine, it creates a wall. Learners either stay silent, give one-word answers, or feel the pressure to speak perfectly. But here's the key mindset shift. Small talk isn't about information. It's about connection. You're not giving a weather report. You're just showing friendliness. You're not giving a full biography of your hobbies. You're just opening a door to talk more. Once you realize this, the pressure starts to disappear. The first and easiest strategy for small talk is this. Make a simple observation about what's happening around you. Think about the weather. It changes every day, and everybody notices it. That's why it's one of the most common small talk topics in English. You don't need complicated sentences, just a short comment is enough to start. Here are some easy examples you can use. It's really sunny today, isn't it? Wow, it's so windy outside. Looks like it's going to rain. It's hotter than yesterday. Notice something? All of these are short, natural, and friendly. Now, the magic happens when the other person replies. They might say, "Yes, I hope it doesn't rain later. I love sunny weather. It's too hot for me." Suddenly, you have a conversation. Here's a tip. Add a little personal detail to make your small talk stronger. For example, "It's really sunny today, isn't it? Perfect day for a walk." "So windy! I almost lost my umbrella." "Looks like it's going to rain. I didn't bring my jacket." See how adding a small personal note makes you sound more open and natural? It gives the other person something extra to respond to. So, the first solution is simple. Look around, notice something, and comment on it. This takes away the pressure of inventing a topic. You just use what's already in front of you. If weather is the easiest way to start small talk, hobbies are one of the best ways to continue it. Why? Because people love talking about what they enjoy in their free time. The trick is, keep your questions short and simple. You don't need long sentences to sound friendly. Here are some natural small talk questions about hobbies. Do you like reading? What do you usually do on weekends? Do you play any sports? Do you enjoy cooking? Have you seen any good movies lately? These questions are easy to ask and don't feel too personal. Now, let's look at how the conversation flows. Example 1, sports. You, do you play any sports? Other person. Yes, I play football. You, nice. How often do you play? Example 2, movies. You, have you seen any good movies lately? Other person. Yes, I watched a comedy last night. You, oh, I love comedies. Which one was it? See, the key is to listen carefully and then ask a simple follow-up question. This keeps the conversation alive. Here's a useful phrase. How about you? This phrase makes small talk smoother. For example, I like swimming. How about you? I usually read in the evenings. How about you? It shows interest and keeps the balance in conversation. So, solution number 2 is ask simple hobby questions and use follow-ups like, how about you, to make the other person talk more. Another powerful way to make small talk feel natural is through compliments. Everyone likes to feel noticed and appreciated, and a small compliment can quickly turn a short conversation into a warm connection. Now, when I say compliments, I don't mean something too personal or heavy. Keep it light, simple, and genuine. Here are a few examples you can use in everyday small talk. That's a nice bag. Where did you get it? I like your shoes. Very cool. That's an interesting book you're reading. I like your accent. Where are you from? Notice how these compliments are short, friendly, and often followed by a question. This is the key. When you combine a compliment with a question, it naturally opens up the conversation. For example, you, that's a nice bag. Where did you get it? Other person. Oh, thanks. I bought it online. Cool. I usually shop online too. It's so convenient. Another example. You. That's an interesting book you're reading. Other person. Yes, it's a mystery novel. I love mystery stories. Do you read them often? See how a simple compliment can quickly lead into hobbies, interests, and more personal topics? Pro tip, make sure your compliment is genuine. Don't say it just to say something. People can feel when it's real. So, solution number 3 is use light compliments to show friendliness and open the door for longer conversations. So far, we've talked about commenting on the weather, asking about hobbies, and giving compliments. But here's one more important piece. Don't just ask, share something about yourself too. Think of small talk like playing catch with a ball. If you only throw the ball, asking questions, and never catch it, sharing your own story, the game feels one-sided. People connect more when you also reveal a little about yourself. For example, weather example. You. It's really hot today, isn't it? Other person. Yes, too hot for me. You. I know. I usually love summer, but this heat makes me want to stay inside. Hobby example. You. Do you play any sports? Other person. Yes, I play tennis. You. That's great. I don't play tennis, but I love swimming on weekends. It helps me relax. By sharing a little about yourself, you 1. Show openness. People trust you more when you also share. 2. Give them ideas to continue. When you mention swimming, maybe they'll say, "Oh, I like the water too." 3. Balance the conversation. It doesn't feel like an interview. So, solution number 4 is don't just ask. Add your own small stories or details to make the talk friendly and balanced. Now, I know what you might be thinking. But Emily, what if I say something wrong? What if I make a grammar mistake or used a wrong word? Here's the truth. Making mistakes is completely normal and actually a good thing. Let me explain why. 1. Mistakes are learning moments. Every time you make a small error, your brain remembers it. Next time, you'll do better. Think of it as practice in real life, not a failure. 2. Most people don't notice small mistakes. When you talk about the weather or hobbies, people are focused on the conversation, not whether your grammar is perfect. They want to connect with you, not correct your English. And 3. Confidence beats perfection. Even if you make small mistakes, speaking confidently makes a bigger impression than speaking perfectly but quietly. People respond to energy and friendliness more than grammar. Here's a tip to overcome doubts. Practice short phrases before speaking. Example. It's very sunny today, isn't it? Example. I enjoy swimming on weekends. How about you? Repeat these phrases aloud at home, and when the moment comes, you'll feel ready. And remember, every conversation is a step forward. You might say something awkward, and that's okay. The important part is that you tried, connected, and practiced English in real life. So let go of the fear of mistakes. Think, I'm not here to be perfect. I'm here to connect and learn. Now it's time to put everything we've learned into action. I'm going to simulate a small talk conversation about weather and hobbies. I'll speak both parts so you can hear how it naturally flows. Hi, it's such a sunny day today, isn't it? Yes, it's really bright. I love this weather. Me too. I went for a short walk this morning. Do you enjoy walking? Yes, I try to walk every day. It helps me relax. That's great. I also like swimming on weekends. How about you? I love swimming too. Last weekend, I went to the pool with friends. Sounds fun. By the way, I like your backpack. Where did you get it? Oh, thanks. I bought it online last month. Nice. I usually shop online too. It's so convenient. Notice how this role play uses all 4 strategies. 1. Simple weather observation. It's such a sunny day today, isn't it? 2. Hobby question. Do you enjoy walking? 3. Compliment. I like your backpack. And 4. Sharing about yourself. I also like swimming on weekends. Even with short sentences, the conversation feels natural and friendly. Tip: practice this role play out loud, speaking both parts at first, then try with a friend or even a family member. The more you practice, the easier small talk will feel. Now, I know what you might be thinking. But Emily, what if I say something wrong? What if I make a grammar mistake or used a wrong word? Here's the truth. Making mistakes is completely normal and actually a good thing. Let me explain why. 1. Mistakes are learning moments. Every time you make a small error, your brain remembers it. Next time, you'll do better. Think of it as practice in real life, not a failure. 2. Most people don't notice small mistakes. When you talk about the weather or hobbies, people are focused on the conversation, not whether your grammar is perfect. They want to connect with you, not correct your English. And 3. Confidence beats perfection. Even if you make small mistakes, speaking confidently makes a bigger impression than speaking perfectly but quietly. People respond to energy and friendliness more than grammar. Here's a tip to overcome doubts. Practice short phrases before speaking. Example: it's very sunny today, isn't it? Example: I enjoy swimming on weekends. How about you? Repeat these phrases aloud at home, and when the moment comes, you'll feel ready. And remember, every conversation is a step forward. You might say something awkward, and that's okay. The important part is that you tried, connected, and practiced English in real life. So let go of the fear of mistakes. Think, I'm not here to be perfect. I'm here to connect and learn. Congratulations! You've completed day 8 of our 30-day English challenge. Today, we focused on making small talk about the weather and hobbies. Let's quickly recap the key lessons. 1. Start with simple observations. Comment on the weather or your surroundings to open a conversation. 2. Ask about hobbies. Simple questions like, do you play any sports? Or what do you like to do on weekends? Keep the conversation going. 3. Use compliments. A genuine compliment shows friendliness and helps build rapport. 4. Share a little about yourself. Balance the conversation by adding short personal details. 5. Don't fear mistakes. Small talk is about connection, not perfection. Confidence is more important than grammar. Remember, small talk is a powerful tool. It might feel simple, but it's the first step towards real conversations, new friendships, and building confidence in English. Every time you practice, even for just a few minutes, you are improving. Here's your action for today. Go out and start one small talk conversation about the weather, a hobby, or anything casual. Use at least 2 of the phrases or words we learned today. Notice how it feels and reflect on what you did well. Keep practicing every day. Every short conversation is a step closer to fluency. You've got this. Thank you for joining me on day 8. I can't wait to see you tomorrow for day 9 and continue building your English confidence step by step.